Doctor, can you tell me where I can find Sir Harvey Osborne?
Yes, he's here. Are you family?
No. Well, I was once. I was married to him for a few years. Does that count?
I'm not sure. I'll have to... Excuse me, but aren't you Alice Seymour?
Would it help if I was?
Oh, but how wonderful. I'm a big fan of yours. I've seen all your films.
Dr. Harvey Osborne, I was told it was urgent. Can I see him?
Yes, of course.
Where is he?
He's in this room here, but I'm afraid he's not conscious yet.
What happened?
I gather he fell down the stairs, and that on top of the...
The cancer, yes, I know. Is he going to recover?
I can't say. We're doing all we can, and we're hoping for the best.
So what happens now?
We wait.
What can I do?
Sit with him. Talk to him. Perhaps a familiar voice will help him to come round.
Well, you old fool. What have you gone and done to yourself now? Falling downstairs of all things. Are you just going to lie there without answering me when I've flown all the way from New York just to see you? At great expense, I may say. Still no answer, eh? You never used to be so reticent. So, what should we talk about? The past? Do you remember when we first worked together in that school's production of Romeo and Juliet? It was my first job and the play had been adapted for 8 actors. You and I played the leads and the others played everyone else. God, it was a nightmare. Kids whistling every time you kissed me and little boys trying to look down my front when I bent over your body. You were too old for Romeo, of course. And of course I fell in love with you from the beginning. Do you remember the first time we played their meeting? And you kissed me for real, tongues and all. That sustained me through the whole tour. That and the whole romantic squalor of it all. Do you remember any of it? Do you? I'll never forget.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the penalty is this. My lips, 2 blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much, as mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands the pilgrim's hands do touch, but palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips, and holy palmers too?
Yes, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray. Grant, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
And move not while my prayer's effect I take. Thus, from my lips by yours, my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips? Oh, trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
You kiss by the book.
Miss Seymour? Miss Seymour?
Was I asleep?
Yes, you've been asleep for about an hour or so.
Thoughtless of me. What if he'd woken up?
Oh, no, it's all right. The nurses have been keeping an eye on him, and I think you needed the sleep. You were very tired.
I should have stayed awake anyway.
Please don't upset yourself. You're here. You're talking to him. That's all that matters.
I suppose so. I was remembering the first time we worked together, a long time ago.
What were you in?
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, a dreadful modern version touring schools. We fell in love in the summer and were married at Christmas. On Christmas Day, very romantic. Pity it didn't last.
I saw you on stage, you know, in Much Ado About Nothing. I was a stroppy teenager, and my older sister thought I needed educating. It was my first theatre.
And?
Oh, I was spellbound. When I read you'd split up, I cried for a week.
I remember that show. It was down the road at the Old Vic. For us, it was the opposite to the characters in the play. Beatrice and Benedict are enemies at the end and fall in love at the beginning and fall in love at the end. But for us, it was the other way round.
What happened? Oh, sorry. It's absolutely none of my business.
That's all right. He took up with the other girl in the company, and I got an offer from Hollywood I couldn't refuse.
Oh, sorry, that's me. I'm going to have to go. Please stay as long as you like.
I'll never forget that season. I never stopped loving you, even though I knew you were shagging that little tart. Playing that tender, angry love scene was a nightmare. Night after night, night after bloody night, you kissed my hand as though you meant it. When all the time, oh, why did I bother to come?
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason, I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your cousin is wronged.
Oh, how much might the man deserve of me that would write her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is that not strange?
As strange as the thing I know not. It were as possible for me to say I love nothing in the world so well as you, but believe me not. Yet I lie not. I confess nothing or deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
My sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me and make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
Not by any source that can be devised to it. I protest I love thee.
Why then, God forgive me.
On what offence, sweet Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest that I loved you.
And do it with all your heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
Then you kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Sorry, Beatrice.
I am gone, though I am here. Nay, there is no loving you. I beg you, let me go.
Beatrice.
In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemies.
Claudio, thine enemy?
Is he not a proof the height of villain that have slandered my kinswoman? Oh, God, that I were a man. What? Bear her in hand until they came to take hands, and in public accusation. Oh, God, that I were a man, I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Nay, but Beatrice,
Talk with a man out of a window, a proper saying.
Beatrice.
Sweet hero, she is wrong, she is slandered, she is undone.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Oh, that I were a man for her sake, or that I had any friend who would be a man for my sake.
Tarry, Beatrice, by this hand, I love thee.
Then use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Do you, in your soul, believe Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I'm engaged, I will challenge you. I kiss your hand. And so I leave you. Go, comfort your cousin. Think of me as you hear of me. I must say she is dead. I bid you farewell.
You always played that as though you meant it. Suppose you pretended that I was her.
No, I did mean it. She meant nothing to me. I always loved you.
She meant nothing. Why do they always say that when they want you to take them back? It was too late anyway. And then came King Lear, my big return to the stage. You were too young for the part that time. Benedict Nightingale said you played it like Hamlet on speed. And I played your daughter of all things, the saintly Cordelia. I'm sorry I ran away. I should have known you were just fooling around. I'd have swapped all those films if it wasn't for my pride. And we shouldn't have done Lear anyway, not then, not that badly. So I ran away to Hollywood and tried to forget you. Biggest mistake of my life. Well, now it really is too late.
So please, your majesty, that we may wake the king. He has slept long.
Be governed by your knowledge and proceed.
Be by, good madam. When we do awake him, I doubt of his temperance.
Very well.
Please you, draw near.
Oh, my dear father, let restoration hang thy medicine on my lips, and may this kiss repair the violent harm that my two sisters have in thy reverence made. Wait, speak to him.
Madam, do you 'tis fittest.
How does my royal lord? How fares your majesty?
You do wrong to take me out of the grave. Thou art a soul in bliss, but I am bound upon a wheel of fire, that mine own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit, I know. Where did you die?
Still, far wide.
He's scarce awake. Let him alone a while.
Where have I been? Where am I? Fair daylight. I am mightily abused. I should e'en die with pity to see another thus. I know not what to say.
Oh, look upon me, sir, and raise your hand in benediction o'er me.
I pray you do not mock me. I am a very foolish, fond old man. 80 and upward, not an hour more nor less. And to deal plainly, I fear I am not in my perfect mind. Methinks I should know you. Yet I am doubtful, for I am mainly ignorant what place this is, and all the skill I have remembers not these garments, nor I know not where I did lodge last night. Do not laugh at me, for as I am a man, I think this lady to be my child, Cordelia.
And so I am. I am.
Be your tears wet? Oh, yes, Faith. I pray, weep not. If you have poison for me, I will drink it. I know you do not love me, for your sisters have, as I remember, done me wrong. You have some cause. They have none.
No cause. No cause.
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
Do not abuse me.
Be comforted, good madam. The great rage you see is killed in him. And yet it is danger to make him even o'er the time he has lost. Desire him to go in. Trouble him no more till further settling.
Wilt please your majesty rise?
You must bear with me. I pray you now, forget and forgive. I am old and foolish.
Miss Seymour. Miss Seymour.
What? Oh, I keep falling asleep. What's happened?
I'm afraid he's gone. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, you poor old man. How sad to go like this.
He wouldn't have suffered. He never woke up.
And our little lives surrounded in a sleep.
What?
Just a quotation. Can I stay with him a while?
Yes, of course. Take as long as you like.
Good night, sweet love. And flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.